Good morning, everyone. So today I am celebrating. There are many wonderful things to be celebrating, and hey, it's a distraction from everything going on in politics. So first and foremost, I am celebrating my 100th follower on tonygraph.wordpress.com. That's really kind of significant for me because usually when I'm talking to people face to face, I usually get that feeling that I'm being tolerated until they can safely and politely leave the conversation. But there are 100 of you wonderful weirdos out there who say, yeah, this guy's got something worth talking about. So, 100 followers. Yes! Thank you. Each of you are varied and wonderful, and let no one speak otherwise of this. Second thing worth celebrating is I spoke to Roger Young at Sarah Book Publishing, where Juniper Crest and Halloteris have been published, and my third novel is in consideration. I'm going to be doing what I can to make sure that I'm proving what I'm doing as far as marketing and giving them some reason to say, yes, Warscribe is worth publishing. Which that's the third thing I'm celebrating, is that it's Warscribe being published. And it's not part of the Juniper Crescent world at all. It's a book that I started as kind of, well, I've been forced to sit and watch the movie 300. And while it was a good movie, there was a lot that I pointed out and said, you know what, if they had trimmed, toned down, or cut out these particular scenes, they could have dropped the rating to PG-13, made it a better movie, and hit a wider audience. And the guy was frustrated about it, saying how, cinematically, this was portraying blah, 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 blah. So if I think I could do any better, then why don't I just do something? And I said, okay, give me about 10 minutes. And so Warscribe came of it, and I hadn't really done anything about it until someone introduced this idea of National Novel Writers Month to me, where you blitzkrieg through 50,000 words in 30 days. And that was my first success with National Novel Writers Month. I have tried twice since then and failed horrifically both times, but Warscribe was a success. And I blended together a lot of really wonderful ideas in what I think hopefully adds new light to a lot of tropes that we deal with a lot in the media, like vampires, necromancers, love, war, soldiers. So, like, for example, in Warscribe, there's a nation known like Sparta of old, and when you ask for a soldier, two people are sent. You'll have the berserker, who wears shields on his forearms, both forearms, and the front third of it will be bladed or spiked, and that is their ultimate weapon, because there are, probably 3 or 4 noteworthy cultures where when given the opportunity to choose between a sword and a shield, they choose a shield as a weapon. And I like that idea. So, make the shields a little bit smaller, have it cover their forearms so they can use natural striking motions. And then you'll also get their scribe, who have something like foot-long fountain pens. And they will literally mark on their flesh the number of kills the berserker got while performing their own kills, while being the infield medic, and while bringing the berserker in and out of the battle fugue, or the battle frenzy state. And this is all done under what they call the presence. The spirit of inspiration, whether it is on the battlefield or in the art studio, is brought to you by the presence. All inspiration, conscience, good notions, they are one and the same in the presence. So I got to play around with that a little bit. And they're called upon to sort out an unknown problem that's disrupting the spiritual world. The Domovoi are recognizing it. The Puka are changing their migration patterns. All the spiritual elements are shifting. No one is really sure why, but they know either the Warscribes caused it or they can fix it. And let's see, what other good things are coming up? Oh, Halloween. There's always something to celebrate. I think we're finally getting to a little bit of common sense, I think, out of sheer desperation. So I'm seeing a lot of posts about how, trick-or-treating isn't really that dangerous. The likelihood of actually finding drugs in trick-or-treating is pretty slim, because the people with the drugs don't want to hand it off to kids, because that's a lot of money, and the kids are thinking, I'm just in it for a Kit Kat bar. And so I'm glad we're seeing the common sense in something. Well, I should call it uncommon sense, though. What else is going on? So, okay. I looked up how to celebrate media milestones. Because, you can find anything online. And it said to share a drink with your fans. So, drink. This is my drink and indulgence of choice. I'd normally go with normal Mountain Dew, and my love affair with Mountain Dew Pitch Black is not unknown. But because I'm trying to be less of a fat kid, I've been going with Mountain Dew Kickstart. And especially these taller, thinner cans, they're still about the same size as your standard can of soda. But the difference is the amount of sugar. Alright, so your standard can of Mountain Dew has 45 to 60 grams of sugar, which is more than you need for a couple of days, according to nutritional standards. This is 14, so this is an occasional indulgence that isn't that bad for you. Or at least that's how I'm justifying it. If anyone is a nutritionalist or a dietitian, let me know if I'm hallucinating or if there's any correct information out there. So, to all 100 fans of TonyGraff.wordpress.com and all fans of reading, writing, and awesomeness, here's to you. Here's to the next 100 fans. May the content of our character be our strength and not our segregation. So that's it from me. You guys go out and do something awesome.